No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the playbook, the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on first and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta give all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stance and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins.
This is Madden 19.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans. Ryan Suckup of the Titans has this one teed up, and we are underway from Nissan Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. For a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And that might be Titan football. It is.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off the game. You fumble on your first offense. Does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from the 20. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he finds some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Derrick Henry. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception... will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
13.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception, and that means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers are back within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's him. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
To throw Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in it.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, now Garoppolo. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 22. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the 1st quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
Let's go.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Keep it rolling. One.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
McKinnon stops short of the 25, and that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the foot. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. Here again is McKinnon. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments. The backup may see some time.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mariota on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Mariota hands to Henry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll run forward with Henry, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jackson. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mariota now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now
here's another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Mariota now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Final play of the half here. Mariota into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. Jackson now to return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20. To the 23-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And some space here. And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mariota now from the 50, escaping the pressure right. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Play fake. Mariota. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
And didn't get the push they needed. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He may try, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With it is Jackson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
11, 11. 12.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Garoppolo now. Just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. On first down, Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11. Move it up, fellas.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jurrell Casey in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reuben Foster, he's the one that runs him down. And my goodness, that will be a huge loss on the play. Now Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 39 that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He's got it. Complete. Derrick Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo looks to throw. Being chased out left. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. 6
yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. To the right side. Caught by Saleh. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Wait. Black 80! 11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Caught left side, Garcon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
11.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. So
a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
Let's go.
Throwing here, Mariota uncorks one for Davis, and it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your